Welcome back to my Let's Play of RimWorld. Welcome back to the town of Sleepville, which is currently sleeping, aptly named. Yeah, so I think at this point we're sort of starting to enter the... Oh wow, that is a lot of blood. I just realized that butcher table makes quite the mess. But yeah, we're sort of at the grinding phase, I kind of want to say now, where it's just... build more room, start to build walls, do the same thing I've been doing, but just make everything bigger. So yeah, in addition to... This music is suddenly very loud. Let's go to the options and turn down music volume just a bit. But yeah, in addition to doing that, though, I'm also going to be slowly starting to work on building a wall around my colony. Right now I do feel a little bit exposed, and eventually the attacks that are coming in will start to get bigger and bigger, so best to start building that wall now. And it's at least partly going to be made of stone, so having these stonecutter tables working heavily will be important. And I might go ahead and at least get another one. Let's queue up like 10 blocks in another, so somebody else can do a little bit of work as well. So these people are going to keep cutting out this area to make some more room to build. Also, let's start to build some paths. So yeah, we're doing base improvement now at this point. There's no new technology things, not building a first nutrient paste dispenser sort of thing. A food trader just came into range. Yeah, let's go ahead and take... Well, I'll have Raj go use the comms as soon as she's done eating. Let's look at the flooring, though. See, I think I was looking at doing stone tile. Wow, 6 stone blocks a piece, though. Alright, Raj, go use this. Alright, so let's see what we got here. I've got a decent amount of wood, so I can sell a little bit of that. Got a little... I don't want to sell any, like, berries. That's sort of a limited resource for the time being. Alright, so let's trade that. No people, no weapons. Didn't expect that. Alright. That's all we'll do there. And so there's a little bit of... 35 silver for us. Build up that silver supply. That should bring us over 600. Definitely enough that if a slaver comes by, we'll be able to add another person to our colony, and that's probably the most important thing to think about in terms of silver. Alright, so now I have some path forming here, which is ideal, which is what we want. Yeah, that's a lot. 6 stone blocks. Oh, well, I actually have a lot of stone blocks. Alright, so one stone doesn't just turn into, like, one stone block. It looks like it creates a bunch. So I've actually got a ton of stone block. Alright. So let's do that. And that. Basically just surround my entire base and all the possible ways that people might walk with stone tile. At least all the most commonly used paths. Yeah, I think that actually does cover it. Cool. And I guess I never actually put any flooring in the doorways. I should put that. There we go. Stone flooring going down. We can now build in this area, so let's go ahead and put up some more wooden walls. So these will be additional bedrooms for when I eventually get some more people. Flooring, we'll go with the wood floor. Don't want to forget the doorways. And more stone tile floor. Or walkways, whatever we want to call them. Alright, so our base is continuing to shape out. go ahead and put another stockpile zone down right here. This one is starting to fill up, and I definitely need to keep it in range of my orbital trade beacon, although I guess it's actually not entirely. That's a mistake. So we'll get rid of that portion, and that portion, and that portion. And this is also a little bit closer to this work area, so that might make them a little more efficient. And then at this point, I think I'm ready to start building some stone wall. So the goal of this is just going to be to basically surround my town with a security wall. That'll be the start of that. Let's build a... Those are my only options, a powered door and a wood door. I want like a strong door. Isn't there a strong door? Could have sworn there was like just like a metal door option that was like a stronger door. A powered door. Guess not. Alright, so we'll do a stone wall around our perimeter. We could do a metal wall, but that would require just a ton of metal. Alright, and that also means that we're going to have to start rethinking our security. So, like, this one doesn't really affect our security. It just means that anybody attacking us would come around further and then still run into this turret. This wall is sort of the same thing. We're just going to be funneling people through into that turret. But let's actually go ahead then on this one. Actually, I don't want to build too much there, because this is still like my main mining area for the time being. Alright, that's good. This just means that now I won't have idle people. They'll be producing walls, and once all this construction's done, then I can actually start to worry some more about fully walling in. At least I know progress is happening. A trade ship is passing nearby. They are a industrial trader. I don't know what that is, but I'm excited to find out. Alright. So they have metal, wood, and what is that? Uranium for reactors. Interesting. I don't even think I can build a uranium reactor. I'm guessing that's an unimplemented feature, but it's very interesting. They don't have any people or weapons. Alright, so in other words, I can use these guys, though, to buy metal and wood, which is useful. But not right now. I feel like I've got enough metal and enough wood. I neither want to buy nor sell them, although selling isn't even an option because it's so cheap. Although buying still doesn't seem to cost a lot. But yeah, I'd rather hold on to that silver and use it to expand my population. I feel like that's a bigger need right now. Yeah, eventually my wall's going to have to come down this way and out that way because I've got to keep room here for the geothermal plant. Let's also, as long as we're sort of thinking about our defenses, at least for the time being, sandbag in our turrets a little bit, just to give them a little bit of protection from the main areas that they're supposed to be defending. I feel like that'll be a good idea. So yeah, I actually did pull up a wiki, decided to break my plan of learning by doing and read a little bit about a few things in the game that I wasn't sure of. And read a little bit about cover and how that works. So let's see what this is. An involuntary hermit. I don't even know what that quite means. How someone's an involuntary... Is that a prisoner then? From Menino Cheta Cheta is passing by. She is named Riesling Bacchus. Alright, so let's grab a person. Recruit them. See what options we get. Okay, we can arrest this person, but that's it. Alright. They're only equipped with a short bow, so this person is not much of a threat for us, and if they come near our base, we can just use our turrets to kill them rather quickly. in comparison to the damage they'll be able to do with a short bow. Alright, so my stone block construction is done for the time being, at least at the one table, or is it at both of them? Alright, this one has a little bit left to do. Alright, I've got a good amount of stone blocks, so I'm actually going to go ahead and let that stop. And let these walls start to build out. So yeah, eventually this wall's going to have to sort of surround the steam geyser to keep that inside my base. And I'm going to have to push out turrets, but yes, cover. So this offers 60% cover to anything being shot at around it, but the turret can still shoot over it just fine. And it's so close to a turret, this wouldn't be useful for anybody attacking me, so this will be a good spot for a sandbag. And if a turret dies, it blows up and would probably destroy the sandbags anyways. So placing these here, these sandbags can't be used against me for cover for anybody attacking me, but will help defend my turret from any attacks. I could further surround it. I'd probably want to keep a little bit of space so that if it starts taking damage, I could have one of my people repair it. But this should be good for the time being, just to offer a little bit of extra protection. Plenty of resources right now. Potatoes the only thing I'm running low on, but I got a lot of them. They're 70% grown, it looks like, almost across the board. So I should have plenty of potato here in the near future. If this does actually manage to hit 0, I'll go ahead and plant some more space, though, here in this rich soil area. Also gonna have to figure out what I want to do for doorways. I might not actually, I'll probably put some sort of door, just I guess the wood door will work, especially for the purpose of keeping out vermin. That's sort of the nice thing about walling in, is it'll make it easier to keep out squirrels. Wow, foggy rain though. Right now if I wanted to shoot something, that would be difficult. But yeah, basically once I do get everything walled in, though, I'll be able to go around and kill whatever squirrels and boomer rats are in my base, and I'll never have to worry about them again at that point. Or at least on a very, very limited basis. Alright, so that's all the stone blocks for the time being. I've laid down a lot of what I tried to, and I still have 500 left, so I'm good for the time being. Alright, now my people are sleeping. Time to speed up time. Gonna let things run at a little bit of a faster pace. As long as nobody is idle and I still have all this construction work to have happen, I don't see a need to change anything. Bonzo, are you not willing to build stuff? We're gonna have to work on that. So Bonzo does not want to do construction, but he will now, or at least he should soon. Oh well, actually, getting through these blocks pretty quick. So let's go ahead and make a few more stone blocks. I don't seem to have a lot of meals prepared anymore. Configured to be cooking them, though. Let's look at the overview. Cooking is a really high priority task. I don't know why cooking isn't happening. Oh, unless my previous thought that I might need meat to make a fine meal is indeed correct. So let's try and cook a simple meal. Let's cook 20 of them. So yeah, I bet I need meat in order to make the nicer meals. And I don't have any. I've only got lots of different types of vegetables. Let's see, I'm down to 40 potatoes, but it looks like these are about fully grown. So I think this is a good size for now. Yeah, definitely chewing right through the stone blocks building this path, and I still haven't even built this wall yet either. Starting to cut through my wood supply a little bit. Ha! That was not an intentional, you know, cut through my wood supply. So let's go ahead. Having to go further and further away to find harvestable trees, though. In the meantime, I also would like to have some more meat. So I wonder if there are squirrels outside of turret range. Wouldn't mind hunting them. And hopefully that one that I just marked for hunting doesn't get killed like after it wanders into my base. That would be bad. Alright, so that should generate some more meat. Ah, stupid boom rats, just always where I can't attack them. Oh, here we go. That's actually a pretty safe spot, I think. That should be fine if he booms right there. He won't destroy anything of value. Ah, X. Got him low. And then he wandered right next to this building, and I don't want to go blowing up buildings. And here comes a rainy thunderstorm. Ooh, and let's hunt that guy. Who are you? Alright, so I'm gonna pause the game. Take control of her. Female colonist of colony. Wow, equipped with an M24. Alright, let's hope that that's a peaceful person. An abandoned child from the lacks of the rock is passing by. His child? Why does that child have a sniper rifle? Alright, and let's go ahead and see if we can't finish off that squirrel. Perfect. And with it raining, I don't have to worry about the fire spreading, so that was perfect. Alright, so we got some hunting happening. What I'm curious about, though, is will the meat automatically be gathered up? So yeah, I know that I killed a squirrel over here. In fact, there's some of the blood from it being shot. I don't see the corpse, though, so I think that means it did get gathered up, and that's good. I don't see where it went. May have already been butchered. Oh, yep, there it is. There's some meat already. So there's some squirrel meat, and there is a simple meal. And that means we can go ahead and move the fine meal up in the priority now that I have some meat. What I don't want is the meat being used to make a simple meal. That would kind of suck. Alright, yeah, see, I can see the hunter right there bringing back the squirrel. That's perfect. And this is set to infinitely, yeah. So the butcher, as long as there is meat, just will always try to, or a dead animal will always try to turn it into meat. Alright, gonna turn off the auto-targeting so I don't have to watch that squirrel. Alright, looks like these buildings are almost done, but do have to put in a little bit of furniture. So we'll put in a bed in each, we'll put in a standing lamp in each, and it looks like I am out of wood. Wow. Alright, well I've already marked trees to be cut down, so that's not too big of a problem. Yeah, so apparently one of the big changes in this patch that I'm playing, the most recent changes, is sieges will happen, so that instead of just having people show up and then eventually attack, they'll actually come in and fortify and attack you with like ranged mortars and stuff and sort of force you to come out and attack them. So you can't play purely defensively. And that's the big change, which is something that's a little disappointing. Like that, I mean, that's a cool feature. That sounds fun and everything, but there hasn't been a new alpha released in a while, and that was the only real major new feature, and that just doesn't seem like that big of a thing. I mean, from a programming perspective, maybe I guess it is. From a development perspective, as opposed to just adding new items, might be something easy, so they're not bothering with those or something, but I still feel like the rate of development has been very, very slow on this game, which is sad, and hopefully will improve. See, power consumption, we're still good. We're only using about half of our geothermal power plant, and during the day we have this guy. Oh, this is something else I'm planning on doing. I'm going to go ahead and get this started. I want to build a battery bank that's sort of protected. So let me mark this out, and I can sort of explain my plan. Alright, so my plan is to basically have a mined tunnel here, and then each of these will be a battery that is sort of insulated and protected from everything going on out here. My plan being that as long as I connect all of this in with conduit, if I get attacked and my geothermal and solar generators and this geothermal all get blown up, my batteries will still be able to run my defenses for a while. But I want to have like a nice, safe, secure spot to have some batteries that's separate from everything else. So I'll go ahead and just mark that for mining as to queue up another task that needs to happen. Oh wow, we have a large fire going on over here. Luckily, I don't think a stone wall can catch fire, so these walls will actually also help protect me if a forest fire really starts developing and growing out of control. We'll go ahead and mark that squirrel for death. Yeah, I really did clear out the squirrel population pretty quick. So yeah, this wall gonna serve a double purpose of security and a fire break, apparently. Alright, actually, let's go ahead. I'm gonna cancel those two. And even, you know what? I think I'm gonna deconstruct that portion of that wall. This is actually gonna be an entrance, I think. Yeah, that way if people need to get over here, the most efficient spot for an entrance would be right there. So what am I gonna do? I need some security at each of my entrances is my plan. So let's go to the security improvised turret. Well, I feel like putting it out one like this is actually a little better. Let's go like that. No, let's cancel these. Alright. Security. Improvised turret. Like one there and one here? No. Because they need to be accessible through the wall. So if I put one there, and I'm going to sandbag it like that, so that would be the other sandbag. There, that's where I need that one. Alright. So now let's deconstruct that portion of the wall. And then sandbag like that. And sandbag like that. So this is going to be our entrance right here. And then this spot behind each turret is where somebody could sit there and repair it. Mysterious blight has destroyed your crops. Oh, that's bad. Alright, so that means I'm definitely going to run out of potatoes. Which, yeah, I only got back up to 80, so my potatoes are being consumed quicker than they're being produced. But I also still have a lot of berries and agave, so that's not too big of a problem. But I'd like to keep those, especially because they sell for a bit more. So let's go to zones. And growing zone. Alright, that's now a growing zone. Oop, I did not mean to do that. Where'd the squirrel go? There he is. Huh. Out of range, I guess. Or, out of line of sight. Alright, so a lot of my construction is almost done. This wall section over here is done. Wall section over here is mostly done. Just need to make this sort of entrance modification. I'll probably put a couple more entrances in here and there. Probably one like near this geothermal plant at some point, but for now this is sort of fine that people can enter and leave here, and there is a turret covering it, so that's fine. Guess I could start to build out this wall and figure out what I want to do. We'll leave this as an opening for now. Actually, no. Cancel this. And let's build a stone wall like that. Let's see what's going on over here. Is turret shooting? Oh, okay. Stop that. And no longer forbid that. Alright, so we're just going to build our stone wall. Similar security as what the other one had. So that means sandbag needs to extend like that. Oh, I guess I can't put a sandbag over conduit. Well, that's fine. I can actually just rerun this conduit to the backside. Although I actually wouldn't be surprised if I have to do this. Let's just do that and run it on this side of the wall. And so that means the rest of my wall will continue right there. Well, let's see. This will be entrance. That's a sandbag. That's a spot to walk through. Sandbag, turret, sandbag, wall. Ah, conduit cannot go through. How about that? That's good to know. So yeah, once I finish building this conduit, I can destroy all of this conduit and finish off the wall there. Alright, that's pretty good. This is a good start. This is a good-sized colony. So let's see, I'm out of metal now. Wow, how did I run out of metal? Let's go ahead and queue up some more mining. So yeah, now that I've started going nuts with the construction, resources that felt like I had a huge supply, I just burned right through. Not too big of a problem, though. Mining has gone pretty quick in the past. And then, of course, people will have less and less to do as they can't do the necessary construction because there isn't the necessary raw materials. Yeah, I realized this a little too late that I put these hoppers in the wrong spots. Or this wall, essentially, in the wrong spot. So what I actually should... Well, I guess I actually don't care anymore. I'm barely using my nutrient paste dispenser because I can just build meals. I have plenty of simple meals and a decent amount of fine meals. I have plenty of meat, so no reason I won't be able to make more of these. Let's see, 7 meat, 7, 5, 7. So yeah, plenty of meat. And still need conduit for these turrets as well, so let's go ahead and run that. Lots of rain lately. Alright, we'll speed up time. Not much going on while everyone sleeps. And again, there's plenty of construction queued up, so this part of the game is definitely, I feel like the game starts to slow down once I have a lot of things that I know what I want to build. A solar flare has begun. The intense radiation will shut down all electrical devices. It should pass in about a day. That's kind of an annoying event. I mean, I'm sure that the events are something they'll refine again as the game goes on, as it is just in an alpha state. But this is when, like, I can't do anything to, like, protect myself from it. Like, alright, you can build solar and geothermal power and batteries, all to diversify your power, generation and give you a backup. So, like, maybe if the solar flare caused all production to stop, but if your batteries still worked, I think that would be kind of a more interesting event, as it would mean, like, you could, if you wanted to, build a huge amount of battery capacity to be able to continue powering everything through these events, as opposed to just, nope, nothing you can do, it happens, all of your turrets are shut down, deal with it. Like, I want to be able to prepare for bad luck. That if bad luck happens and I didn't prepare and I get punished for it, alright, that's just a part of the game. But if there's nothing I could have done, that can be frustrating. Oh, now I did just realize I need a doorway. Can I build a door here? Oh, okay, good. Door. I don't know if that'll function the way that I want. Let's see what happens if I put a door there, if that'll work and block rats from coming in. Alright, so the bill for stone blocks is done. I've got 300. Yeah, I'm gonna need that pretty much to finish walling in, and that would completely kill off my supply. So let's queue up just a little more. Not a ton more, but some. And that should be enough for a while. Completely out of wood. Luckily not in dire need of any wood. Really all my construction going on right now is metal and stone, with the exception of that door. Nope, and that squirrel is in range, although with the, oh, nope, can't. Solar flare. So with the rain, it probably would have taken a while to kill it. I imagine rain hurts accuracy. Reduces the accuracy of ranged weapons, extinguishes fires, and slows people down. Oh, you can see where the that previous fire sort of burned out all of the poverty grass. Oh, and I was just wondering, like, why isn't any cooking happening? And then I realized, no power. A group from the Lacks of the Rock are visiting the colony. Alright. Let's go to our overview and check them out. Do they like us? They like us as much as anybody does. These people have been here for a very long time. Maybe their ancestors crashed here 1,000 years ago. Maybe they survived some cataclysm. In any case, the tribals are mostly nomadic people who live off the land. Some tribes are more aggressive than others. Many are open to trade and alliances, even with strange people like yourselves. Close cooperation or recruitment will be very difficult because of the vast socio-technological and linguistic gap between the tribals and yourselves. Despite their apparent technological weakness, the tribals can be dangerous enemies and valuable friends because of their skill with low-tech warfare, their numbers, and their hardiness. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Short bow, handful of stones, and handful of stones. Alright, so if we do get into a fight, my pistols and sniper rifle and Lee Enfield and other, proper weaponry and many turrets should hold them off no problem. Alright, still waiting for the rest of that conduit to get laid down. Although I guess I'm slightly more vulnerable right now to this group coming in, simply because I don't have turrets, and turrets are nice. Alright, still completely missing metal. Luckily I've got somebody mining. Alright, let's see. Do I have any interaction options? No. Alright, so it looks like they're just going to wander around. Oh, great, a dry thunderstorm. My favorite. Alright, this should be considered home territory, home zone, home region, yeah. Alright, somebody go put out the fire. Is that what you're doing? Please tell me you're going to put out the fire. Yeah. Alright, good. Alright, so I've got a couple of people going to put out the fire. No real damage. And the solar flare has ended. I have turrets again. So if I decide to wipe out these tribal people, that is something I could do. Oh, so my stone wall did take damage from the lightning strike, so that's what these little X's are, saying that, the wall's been damaged, but that'll be easy to repair come morning. Alright, so metal being hauled for the tasks that require it. Oh wow, every time there's a lightning strike, the solar power plant has like a burst in production. That's kind of fun. Alright, still plenty of blocks set for mining. Ugh, and more fire. Let's go put it out. At least a little bit. This is just a little too close for comfort and very, very nearby, and I'm worried that it could quickly grow out of control. Wow, this area just loves catching on fire. Yeah, even with 2 people, I mean, just keeping this small fire, getting this small fire under control is time-consuming and difficult. If it really got out of control, I could imagine that being rather problematic. Yeah, this one, again, not too much of a concern. This area is already so burned out, it's not really going to be able to grow this direction upwards. It can't really go left because of this desert, can't go right because of this stone wall. And even if it gets to me, I'm at least partially protected by this stone wall. Well, I still don't have any wood. The little bit I had quickly being used up. A few things still marked to be cut down, though, so hopefully not too big of a problem. Oh good, and this conduit is now finished, which means we can deconstruct that and that. That'll allow me to finish building out this entrance with sandbags, another turret. Let's go ahead and run our conduit for our next turret. So that'll be a sandbag, that'll be the walkway, sandbag, that'll be the turret, means that needs to be conduit. Even as I build these turrets around each of my entrances, I'm likely to go ahead and keep at least some of these inner turrets up, just for a defense in-depth sort of strategy, that if people do get in past these turrets and they get in here, I'll still have this turret to shoot at them as they move into my base. Might relocate some of them, but I'll at least keep some of them as well. At least keep a few of them, that is. Check here, make sure we've got plenty of meals queued up. Yeah, I mean, they're quickly eating through all these meals. A group of Outlanders from a small town of the desert have arrived nearby. They will prepare for a while, then attack. Alright, looks like it's 3 of them. Equipped with a pistol, and a pistol. Alright, 3 people wielding pistols is not much of a threat. They're coming in from an area that I have pretty well defended. I've got this turret, and if they come down this direction, that turret might help a little. And I don't have any people out and about over here, right? That would be my only other concern, is just somebody like up here hunting or something could get caught out. But that does not seem to be the case. Oh wow, am I actually running out of power? Yeah, I think I only have 100 watts free. I guess each of these turrets do consume quite a bit. Oh, I'm not sure if I actually have power conduit down there yet. Let's go ahead and get that hauled. Let's get this whole area hauled away. So yeah, that turret might not actually be online, but what I can do to test that and see if it might just be a power shortage is turn that one off. And that one. Okay, yeah, so there is conduit there. I just do not have adequate power to run everything. Alright, so let's turn off that guy. That's probably one of my least needed turrets. Alright, and now that my solar plant is coming back online during the daytime, I'm fine. Alright, so it looks like these batteries are going to become more important than I thought, sooner than I thought. That I do not currently have enough power coming from my geothermal plant. So if I build some batteries, the solar plant can sort of charge them up during the day. But wow, I hadn't realized how large my power consumption had gotten. Oh, and this is actually nice. As I've mined in here, some of this is actually mineral. So that means I can come over here, cancel those orders, and instead mine in here to get my metal. Much closer. Definitely plenty of potatoes, which should grow a lot faster than these over here thanks to the rich soil. And as long as people are walking through here, I should also go ahead and put down some flooring. So we'll put down some stone tile. And the assault is beginning. So let's go ahead and pause. Let's gather up all of our people, draft them, and move them here. Alright, all of our turrets are currently powered on. This is going to be the least useful, so just in case it starts getting dark during the attack, I will turn it off. Alright, so who just has a pistol? Let's move you back here, you back here, you back here. The Lee Enfield and the M24. Ah, no! Run away! Alright, so this person is dead. We will unforbid them, and we will have that person strip them. That person's also dead. Unforbid the gun. Unforbid the gun. Looks like the other two ran away. Unforbid the body, and let's undraft everybody. Alright. Excellent. T-shirt, duster. Ooh, armor vest. I wonder if I can have my people put on the armor vests. That would be nice. Alright, some damage to the walls. Probably a little damage to... Yep, this guy took a little bit of damage. The sandbags took a little bit of damage. Nothing severe. We will repower that turret and unpower that one. You've detected an escape pod crashing hard nearby. If anyone survived the impact, they'll likely be badly wounded. Ah, that's interesting. Let's pause the game. Make sure they don't die or wake up or something. Draft you. Arrest, capture, or strip. Capture, I guess, is what we want to do here. Let's capture him. And we do have a prisoner bed already marked. And some slag fell. Let's see what he's got. T-shirt and jacket. That's it. He is pretty hurt right now. Very social. Decent at shooting and melee. Alright, so he'll be a good fighter in the future. Alright, so he's been captured. Looks like I might be able to add a person. Something I did read of a way that I can interact with prisoners is that I can send people to go talk to them. And in talking to them, I can try to get them to join my colony. Alright, luckily since an attack just did happen, I probably won't have to deal with one for a while, so these power issues I'm dealing with shouldn't be too big of a deal. Alright, so what I can do is... prisoner tab. So the prisoner... Okay, I can toggle whether they get food, which we will have them get food, and I can try to recruit them. Let's do that. I don't know if recruitment difficulty 30 is high or low. No interaction, friendly chat, or execution. We'll set it to friendly chat. So I guess that means that when like people go to interact and act as a warden to feed them and stuff, whether or not they'll talk. So I'll talk, try and get on friendly terms with them, and maybe that'll help with recruiting him. Oh, so it looks like these plants can change, so that now there's daylilies. Okay, they're all daylilies. Alright, so the plants must just die and need to be, like, regrown periodically. That's interesting. Alright, we do have a good amount of metal nearby our base, even if I don't have any in storage right now, which is good. Stone blocks are done. I've got 500, and that should be plenty for the time being. What I will do, though, is continue building out some of these walls. Alright, so hopefully that door is successful, and along with these sandbags, at keeping out squirrels and such. Alright, so this should be a good stopping point for us. The day is about to end. Everyone is headed back to their rooms for another night of sleep. I do almost have room to start building some of my batteries in here to help deal with my power situation. I am mostly walled in. I've got some pretty good turret defenses going up. I do need to build more graves because I did just fend off another attack. And I'm curious to see if I can't start better equipping some of my people with things like the armor vest that I captured up there. So I'll play around with that next time. We'll see if we can recruit our new prisoner, who is not very happy. Oh, he's urgently hungry. All right, well, that's being taken care of, so he'll be happier soon. Ooh, convinced by Warden. The Warden and I had a talk about the colony. It sounds like a good place. Hey. Cool. So that's interesting. So yeah, hopefully things will just continue on like they are, successfully. And I'll continue walling in, continue building up my defenses, and continue building up my population. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of my Let's Play so far, and let me know what you think of RimWorld. I'll see you next time.